Hi, my name is Luke Richards, and I blow glass. I definitely enjoyed art class out of all the classes, you know. My dad was also an artist too. He painted, he did like pastel paintings and watercolors, so I get my artistic value from him for sure. I was probably a junior in high school, so 17, 16. I saw it on a documentary on Netflix, and I was like, wow, that's the coolest thing ever. I need to try that. And I looked up how to do it and where to do it, and I found a studio that was like 15 minutes away from my house. Called them up, took my first lesson. I went and met her. You took a 2-hour lesson. Her name is Jordana Corson, or we call her Joe. She's awesome. She's like this small little deadhead girl. Like, she's been blowing glass for like longer than I've been alive. Big inspiration on me. Big inspiration for sure. And I did that for about 2 years. And then I started renting out space at her studio. Whenever I had money, I would save up some money and go there. It was my own money I was spending. Like, it would cost me like $60 for 2 hours at that time. It's way more now. I was working a few jobs. Like, I was working at Ski Mountain, and I was working at like a few like restaurants and stuff like that. So I'd save up some money, rent out the studio for a little bit, practice, and most of those pieces were like garbage too. Like, those pieces were awful. I was not good at it at all. But it was all for the love. Glass is kind of a tricky material to work with, you know. If you make a mistake, it's hard to like fix it as a beginner, you know. But as time grew on, I kept doing it. They got decent, you know. They got somewhat good. But I would sell some of that stuff too, you know. Like, it wouldn't be like I would just like collect it and like look at it all, you know. Like, I had put it on Instagram and stuff, and people would check them out. And I would also give them away as like presents, you know. Like, they make great Christmas presents, man, or birthday presents too. Yeah, I'm TA at Hartwick, so I teach people every day. There's like 5 kids in the class right now. They like pick a slot, and I'll help them for an hour or two. But so I love teaching. Yeah, I've gone all the way down to West Virginia. I've done it in Vermont, Maine a little bit too, and now in New York. Most of them were like jobs and stuff like that. Like, I worked for this dude in Vermont for a while, and then I helped out my buddy down in West Virginia who was doing like this festival down there. And Maine, it was just like by myself, and the homie was working there, so I was just like an assistant, you know. Same with my job in Vermont too. Like, say you have a cup, right? You're making a cup. You have to break it off the blowpipe, so you get like punties and stuff like that that'll attach on to the end of the cup, so you can put the punty on, break off the cup, and then you can work like the second half of it, you know? So it's like 2 different steps. And I would bring over punties, I would give them color and stuff like that, help them pick up color. But down in West Virginia, it was mostly like just helping set up and stuff like that. So I sell some of my stuff. I'd say like probably 75% of my stuff. Eventually. Doesn't get always sold like right away. I sell a lot of stuff. I've gotten orders from Texas, California. A lot of New York, New Hampshire ones, yeah. New Hampshire ones are kind of easy. I can just go deliver to them. After college, maybe find a job somewhere in the field. There's a lot of glass blowing studios out in the country. Maybe find a job out west. I would love to go out west. And then the end goal is to maybe have my own studio. I would do what Jordana does, like Joe does. She does teaching, but also commission stuff too. So I would love to do a mix of both. She, again, that's like a huge inspiration for me, is like what she does. But I don't know if I would do it like just teaching, you know. I would want to have it be like a mix, because I've heard what like teaching does, and like teaching, it doesn't seem like my kind of tea, you know. Like, when I'm in the studio, I'm not thinking about like anything else but like this one piece, and trying to finish this one piece and make sure it comes out correct. It's definitely the process. Like, you know, the process is like, as soon as you start, you can't stop. Because if you stop, it's not going to last, you know? You can only stop when it's done. So I really like that. It's also like really meditative, you know? So yeah, that's kind of like a Zen state when I'm working, you know? Like, skateboarding is another example of that. Like, you're focused on the trick and nothing but the trick. Yeah, Luke Richards Glass on Instagram. That's it though.